are symbols of gentleness, fertility, and speed. Creatures of the earth, wrapped in fur and silence, but behind their twitching noses and cautious eyes lies a story far older than we might imagine. This is the history of the rabbit, a tale of evolution, survival, and unexpected global conquest. The story begins not in a meadow or garden, but in the dense forests of what is now Central Asia. Here, in the shadowy underbrush, the ancestors of modern rabbits were already adapting to a life on the run. They were not quite rabbits then, more like small primitive mammals called Lagomorphs, a group distinct from rodents, but often mistaken for them. Lagomorphs include both rabbits and their larger mountain-dwelling cousins, the hares. For millions of years, natural selection carved the rabbit's legacy. Large ears to hear predators from far away. Strong hind legs for quick, unpredictable sprints. Wide-set eyes to see nearly all the way around. Evolution built the rabbit for one thing: escape. As the Ice Age retreated and grasslands spread across Europe and North Africa, rabbits began to thrive. The species we know best today, Oryctolagus caniculus, the European rabbit, first emerged in the Iberian Peninsula, what is now Spain and Portugal. The Romans, upon conquering the region, noticed these curious creatures burrowing in the hills. They called the land Hispania, from the Phoenician word Ishibanim, meaning land of hyraxes, a mistake as hyraxes and rabbits are entirely unrelated. But the name stuck, and so did the rabbit. Romans captured and bred them, not as pets, but as food. These early domestication efforts were the seeds of the modern domestic rabbit. They spread rabbits across their empire, from the coasts of France to the Isles of Britain. By the Middle Ages, rabbits were fully domesticated in parts of Europe. Monks raised them in monastery gardens, praising their rapid breeding as a reliable source of meat, even during Lent. In France, noble estates constructed warrens, enclosed fields with artificial burrows, to farm rabbits in semi-wild conditions. Yet rabbits remained elusive in the wild. For centuries, they stuck to Mediterranean climates until human ambition took them farther than ever before. In the 18th and 19th centuries, European colonists brought rabbits to distant continents. They were introduced to Australia in 1859, when just 24 wild rabbits were released by a settler named Thomas Austin, who wanted something to hunt. Within 50 years, those few rabbits had multiplied into millions, devastating native ecosystems. Without natural predators or disease to control them, they spread unchecked, grazing entire landscapes to dust. It was one of the fastest biological invasions in recorded history. Today, rabbits occupy a complex space in human life. They are cherished pets, symbols of Easter, subjects of scientific research, and in some regions, still seen as pests. Their biology remains finely tuned. Teeth that never stop growing, burrows that can stretch for hundreds of feet, and a reproductive rate that has become legend, capable of producing dozens of offspring each year. From the forests of Asia to the hills of Rome, from European monasteries to Australian deserts, the rabbit has followed us, adapted to us, and in many ways outrun us. It is not just a creature of comfort or caution, but a symbol of endurance, built by nature, carried